I want my legacy as an Australian Opal to honestly be probably a flat out good human, and people know me for that bright spark, that one that could help others lift their confidence and just be that positive energy in the team. I missed it. My name is Sarah Blicavs. I am from Geelong, Victoria, and I am an Australian Opal. My basketball journey started with my parents both playing for Australia, so I think it just drizzled down into the 3 kids. So we played basketball growing up. We had a tennis court with a little painted basketball court out the back, so I was always playing against my brothers growing up, which I loved. I probably started playing seriously when I moved to Melbourne Tigers when I was about 15 years old, and from that moment I got put into my first Vic Metro squad in under-16s, my first under-17s Australian camp squad, and then managed to get a scholarship at the Australian Institute of Sport the year after that as well. So it kind of all happened from that moment on, and then since then been playing WNBL for about 15 years I think, which is insane. Been a part of the Australian Opals now for over 10 years, and yeah, just loving basketball at the moment.
Blitzers already has 2 in the corner!
I started playing WNBL when I was 16 years old, so back when I got a scholarship to the Institute of Sport, the AIS was actually a team in the WNBL, which I really wish they still were. It's unfortunate that they're not anymore. So that was super cool because straight away, 2 weeks into my scholarship, I played a game against Lauren Jackson, and that is just mind-boggling to me. I was so skinny. I had come from training twice a week in juniors and playing 1 game a week to then training every single day and now playing against Lauren Jackson. So it was definitely an experience, one I'm very grateful for. And then yeah, I guess the love for the WNBL has just stuck, and I've been there for so long now. I was with the AIS for about 3 years, and then after that went straight to Dandenong, Bendigo, back to Dandenong for about 8 years. They turned into the Southside Flyers, 1 year at Melbourne Boomers, and then obviously had the year off with my back too. So yeah, it's just a really good program, and I've thought about going overseas before, but disruptions happen. But yeah, it's a great league, and I'm happy to have played so long. The World Cup to me back in 2022 was the best basketball achievement I've had so far in my career. I don't know if anything could top that, because having a World Cup on home soil is huge, and I got to win the rose gold medal in front of family and friends, and that's just a phenomenal feeling. I was on a high for about 2 months after that. I don't think I took my medal off for about 76 hours. It was just there, and it was really cool. I remember when Sandy called me up about selections and told me that I'd made the team, and it was the best feeling ever. You work so hard, and like it's such an emotional journey, and I think because the Tokyo Olympics, I was the emergency, I didn't actually get selected. Yes, I got to go, that's great, but to me, I hadn't accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. So to actually get selected for a team, know that I was a part of that team, and a beautiful team it was too, just made it that much better. And to play with these players as well, like Lauren Jackson, they're phenomenal. You're playing with the GOAT. I mean, that was probably her 5th Worlds, I'm sure. She scored like 30 points in the bronze medal match as well. So really cool to be a part of that. And the girls were just amazing. Like our values are sisterhood, that's our main one. And having that and experiencing that and how all the girls are, it was just a great experience. So last year I managed to make the Olympic qualifiers team to Brazil, and that was the last time I played for the Australian Opals. As soon as I got back, we also discovered that I had a fracture in my leg as well, so I had to get straight off and into crutches after that. And then from that moment on, just went ahead with my back surgery that I needed to get done. And it was a really tough time for me mentally. I think for 3 weeks I was really disappointed and Sarah depressed, as I call it. Just knowing that I was missing out on Paris Olympics when that was right there, and it was such a huge goal of mine, but unfortunately I couldn't play at 30% of my body, so it was the right decision to do, and I'm super grateful for it now. It's been probably the best thing that I've had done, not just for my basketball, but my quality of life too. So I am really grateful, and I think having that year out of basketball is really good for me mentally, and just to refresh and restart as well has been a big thing. And now I'm just so ecstatic with basketball, and I'm really enjoying it and loving it. To be back here in the Opals program from my spinal fusion and disc replacement is just huge to me. I think it really hit me today. I had an interview earlier and they asked me the question of like, how does it feel to come off a spinal fusion, be back here, and I just cried. So it's really emotional for me. I think Getting it done, like I said, I knew quality of life was going to be great. I didn't know if I was going to play basketball again. I had to, yes, try and work out how to walk properly again, and for 3 months, the most I could sit or stand was for 30 minutes, and then I had to go and lie down. For 3 months, I couldn't bend or twist. And so for me, it was just taking it day by day. I was rehabbing, I was recovering, I was doing everything I could strength-wise. I think purely for just quality of life, and if basketball were to come after that, then that was going to be a bonus for me. And I guess I just recovered really well, and I kept building and building, and then it just hit a point where I was like, well, let's try running on court and let's try jumping a little bit, and everything was responding really well. And from that moment on, I think I just started to get the itch again and got my hope back and motivation back that maybe I could play basketball at a high level. And I think mentally for me, it's just been whatever happens, happens. Just happy to be here and work hard again. So I'm super grateful for all of that. And yeah, found myself back in the Australian Open squad and feeling great.
Oh, you in double? Right there.
What would I tell myself a year ago when I was Sarah Blicavs? Honestly, just stick with it. To me, personally, I think where I'm at in my life, I'm 32, I have a really happy life. I've got other things besides basketball going for me. I'm in a different headspace. So my year out, I actually enjoyed very much. And the process of the rehab and recovery, I really enjoyed. So I wouldn't want to tell myself, you'll make it, you'll be fine, because then again, you put pressure on yourself. So I kind of enjoyed not knowing how it was going to go, and I guess it just gave me goals to work harder. Life off the court looks like joy and happiness, the beach, food, everything. For me, I run my own business as well, Sarah Kersey Underwear. It's really good to have some drive in another area outside of basketball. I think it takes pressure, it takes stress away. You know, you realise there is more to life and there's bigger things to life than just putting a ball through a hoop. And I think when all athletes can realise that with their sport, they'll thrive. But yeah, just a big lover of life. You know, I love nature, I love outdoors. I love like helping people and making people feel confident and positive about themselves. And so I just try and do as much as I can in that field, and yeah.